Happy Tuesday! My name is Alan.
My name's Nick.
And finally, we are together again as we welcome.
It's only been a week, man.
Yeah, I know.
We did this last time as well.
Welcome into the dungeon.
This week we're leaving Shrew's backstory in the past as we jump back to the present in Axeholm, where Dazzle and Norbus are currently scaling down the mountain after having escaped through the chimney, whilst downstairs Shrew's Shrubberies are engaged in a battle with two ghouls. We left off the action on Shrew's turn, and just before he started to descend the mountainside, caught a glimpse of a strange winged beast fighting against a brewing storm, and then crashing into the mountainside. We left just as he realized that this was a giant eagle. And this is exactly where we're picking up off this week. With Shrew's turn, we're still in initiative order. It will be Shrew, Dazzlin, Norbus, and then we'll be going back to the top of the round with Murkub. Just to remind our listeners and Al, Murkub has already used both his rages, and he is currently enraged. Fabian has used both his abilities. Fenna currently has one level 2, one level 3, and one level 4 spell. And Caspus went Super Saiyan on us after he passed away tragically in the heat of the battle. And without further ado, it's over to Shrew.
Here we are. I want to carry on down the mountainside, the hillside, whatever it is, and follow Norbus and Dazzling.
Are you dashing down the mountain?
As fast as I can, yeah, climbing down as fast as I can. I want to get to the entrance where I expect my friends to be.
Your dash action takes you about halfway down the mountainside.
Alright, I'll tell Norbus and Dazzling, head towards the exit, or the entrance of this place. By the way, how did you guys get in?
Okay, that brings it over to Dazzlin and Norbus, who are scaling down the mountainside beside you. They're actually almost side by side with you. Their dash will actually take them to the foot of the mountain, and as they're climbing down, "Here we came in through a different chimney, and it led us into a room full of spiders. What you footing, Dazzling?" And so to Murkub as we jump to the action downstairs in front of the portcullis, where we've got giant Super Saiyan Caspus with Fenna riding upon his back, Murkub and Fabian engage with these ghoulish fiends.
Murkub is gonna try and attack the ghoul that's closest to him, one of the ones that are flanking Fabian.
Very well, roll to attack. First roll of the night.
Let's make it a good one. That's a total of 12.
A 12 hits.
Oh yeah.
Just.
That's a d6 plus the d4 for the wounding damage. That's a total of 10 damage.
Oh, he's down.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he's no longer flanking the other one.
Murkub doing anything else with his bonus?
No, but he would like to move behind the last remaining ghoul and flank it with Fabian.
Alright. It's now over to the Banshee.
Oh shit.
You've got no idea what's going on, because Shrew can't see her, given that he's scaling down the mountain, and she doesn't appear to be within sight of Shrew's Shrubberies. And so then, the turn comes to Fabian.
Fabian is going to try and attack the last remaining ghoul here, with advantage because he's being flanked.
Yep, so roll your first attack.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's a total of 12 damage.
Not too shabby.
Rolled an 8 on the damage roll. And I believe he has a second action, Fabian?
Yeah, he's got a second attack.
He's going again. 13 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I need to... Because Fabian is small right now because of the potion. That hasn't worn off yet, has it?
No, not yet. He still has a while as little Fabian.
Then I need to roll a d4 and subtract that to the damage I rolled before. So I'll roll this now before I roll the new attack. It's a 3.
Okay, so that total damage on the first attack is now a 9 instead of 12.
And now I'll roll damage and I'll roll the d4 for the second attack. That's another 8 on the damage. and a 2 this time. So it's a total of 12 damage minus 2, 10 damage total.
Big attack.
Yeah, around 20-something damage in one turn, right?
Is Fabian doing anything else?
He's moving to the side of the ghoul, just so that Caspus can have easier access to him.
Very well. Then over to Caspus and Fenna.
Caspus is going to walk up to that ghoul, the last remaining ghoul, and attack it. As a reminder to our listeners, Caspus, for all intents and purposes, is a bear, a brown bear, except for the look, so his actions, right, his stats are that of a brown bear. He rolls with advantage again, because the ghoul is being flanked. And he's going to go for the bite. That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's 1d8 for the bite. Alright, another 8.
High rolling.
That's crazy today. 3 8s in a row. 8 plus 4, which is 12.
And just to clarify, that's 3 8s on a row on a d8.
On a d8, yeah, max damage. 3 times in a row. Different dice as well. So that's 12 damage.
Yeah, he's down.
Yes! Get it!
You just have the small inconvenience of finding a way out now.
Okay, we'll deal with that now, one thing at a time. Hopefully the Banshee is preoccupied, or I don't know.
Actually, as you said that, give me a perception check for your true shrubberies. You can do it with advantage and pick the higher perception of your companions down there.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Ooh, I'm rolling like a tiger today.
Easy tiger.
Like Tony the Tiger. It's 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, the person with the highest perception is Fenna. Fenna's ears prick up. She feels a shiver go down her spine. Deep within the halls, she's heard a sorrowful wail.
Damn it. Damn it. Would that wail be coming further away from the hall next to us?
Yes, it seems to be coming from that sort of direction. No longer from above. It does sound like it's deep within, towards the back end of Axeholm. So, as an educated guess with that nat 20, I'll say around the area of the throne room, which is where the Banshee would have last seen Shrew Shrubberies.
Okay. Could Fenna tell Caspus something as they share the same turn? Would it be possible before Caspus does anything else for Fenna to give him an instruction?
I'd say yes.
Because Fenna's still on Caspus's back. She wants to tell Caspus to dash through the double door, or at least run through the double door to get to the hallway.
The big central hall, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're saying dash here as flavor, because he's already used his action to attack?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just run through the double door.
Okay, that takes Caspus and Fenna about 20 feet into that hallway.
Alright, Fenna's gonna tell Caspus to go back once she's off him. She wants to get off Caspus and dash to the double door on her left.
Oh, Caspus! Go back to Murkub and Fabian, keep them safe. Alright, Fenna! Okay, so just to clarify for our listeners, and for me as well as a DM here, when you say the double doors to your left, you're intending to go back towards the winch where you guys originally came in from, and down that long corridor where you'd initially found the trail of blood which led you to one of Holly's men.
That's right, yeah.
And Fenna's dashing, you said?
Dashing, yeah.
Which is 50 feet as a gnome. Alright, that takes her to about 10 feet away from one of the side tunnels that you found as you came in, which sort of led to a dead end. She's a good 55 feet away from that single door, beyond which was the pool of blood you found as you came into Axeholm. The action now jumps back upstairs to Shrew.
How far up am I?
You're 50 feet from the bottom, so you're one turn dash from joining Dazzler and Norbus at the foot of this mountain.
Okay, so yeah, I'll dash. I was gonna jump, but no. That could kill me.
You can, but it would be, 5d6?
5d6 damage.
Yeah.
For a total of... Max total would be?
30.
30 damage.
And you got no wild shapes left.
Could survive that.
Oh dear. Forget what I said. Don't.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's faster. And a bit of a rush here.
You guys can't see Al's face as he's looking at me. He's dead serious.
No, yeah, because... Shrew is kind of worried, right? That hoping his friends have made it outside. Or thinking that his friends have probably made it outside. I'll use my movement to go down an extra 25 feet. But I want to jump the last 25 feet.
So you want to move down 25 feet and then drop.
Yeah, my
Next
movement is 25 feet, so I want to move down and then drop. Just let go of the thing and of the mountainside and just drop down the last 25 feet and try and land on my feet.
Alright, I'll say give me an acrobatics check as you drop down, and then I'll determine whether you take full damage or not.
A total of 20.
Alright, I'll say you manage to sort of tuck and roll as you drop down.
Parkour!
So you'll take half damage instead of the full damage, so it's 2d6.
Nice. 2 ones, come on.
Not quite.
Oh, well.
It's a 6 and a 3.
Well,
Half down to 4.
not too bad. I'll take it.
Hopefully your gamble pays off.
So now I'm down there, and I want to use my action to dash towards the portcullis and shout as I'm leaving, Norbus, Dazzling, follow me!
Alrighty then, on that note it's over to Dazzle and Norbus. I'll wait for us, Shrew! Do you want them to dash beyond you? Because they've got their full movement, so they can get a good 25 feet beyond you.
Nah, let them stay behind me.
Okay, so you're now flanked on either side by Dazzle and Norbus.
Okay.
The action goes back inside the portcullis to Murgob.
Murkob is going to go to the portcullis and carry on trying to lift it up. He's going to attempt by himself. He's kind of desperate and doesn't really know what to do. He imagines that Fen has gone for the winch, and he's staying there, trying to help from in there.
Murgob is flexing his muscles and really putting his back and legs into this, but the portcullis is not budging.
Damn it. So no rolls. So it's impossible.
The important thing to highlight, Murgob has now lost his rage, as he has not attacked or been attacked in this round.
He pinches himself.
Slaps his face.
Yeah.
So now is it the Banshee.
No.
True Shrubberies are hearing this moan, again echoing throughout Axeholm. It sounds significantly closer now. Murgob is trying to lift this portcullis to no avail. Caspus is sort of looking at Murgob, but as Shrew Shrubberies have heard this moan, Fabian looks over his shoulder to the open doors. You can see this ghostly apparition closing fast in on the double doors,
Damn it.
which have been left burst open by Caspus as he went through them. She's just 10 feet away from Caspus, and so it's over to Fabian.
Fabian is going to try and help Murkob lift up the portcullis.
Like Murgob, he flexes his muscles, but even in his diminutive state, he's there, hulking to no avail. It won't budge. It's now to Fenna and Caspus. Who do you want to go first?
I'll go with Caspus. He's going to listen to Fenna and run back to where Fabian and Murkob are. And then Fenna is going to dash towards the winch.
Alright, that dash takes Fenna right up to the door, beyond which was that pool of blood you discovered as you came in.
The door that led to the winch, right?
That's correct.
She's, 10 feet away from the winch?
She's still on the side of the door that's in the corridor, so she's,
right.
She's 15 feet away from the winch.
Okay.
She can get there in her next turn. The action jumps back outside now to Shrew, Dazzle and Norbus.
Shrew dashes towards the portcullis.
Okay, that takes you to just 15 feet away from the actual portcullis and 5 feet away from that arrow slit that you had squeezed your way into a few weeks ago in real life, but not more than a couple of hours ago in game time. I take it Dazzle and Norbus are dashing with Shrew.
Yeah, they want to dash and catch up to Shrew.
From here, Shrew can now see that some of his companions are alive and well. He can see that Murkob and little Fabian are trying to lift the portcullis. You can also see, much to your surprise, an enormous looking Caspus, far greater in size than you've ever seen him. Looks the size of a brown bear to you. And beyond, and through the double doors which are open that you can see through the portcullis, you see that Banshee that you had seen upstairs. Or
Quickly! Open the portcullis! There's the Banshee! She's behind you! Where's Fenna?
You don't say! Make yourself useful! Fenna ran off! I think she's trying to get the winch.
Okay. Leave it to me. I'll help her out.
That's as much as I'll allow you to get in there. It's back to Murkob.
Murkob is going to hold his action for one last humph, one last push of the portcullis when everyone is doing so at the same time. When he feels perhaps the portcullis start to move a bit because Fenna has finally got to the winch, and she might be struggling with it. He wants to try and help push it up then, when it's in motion.
All right.
He's waiting also for Fabian to do the same. Kind of tells Fabian about his idea. Wait for the right moment.
Fabian understands and nods. So whilst Murkob is bracing himself, waiting for a sign of that portcullis to move, together with Fabian, the action jumps now to the Banshee. And she gets right up in Caspus's business.
Oh no. Caspus, aka the meat shield.
She's going to roll for the Banshee just to see what she does, which one of her abilities she's going to use, because she's kind of in a blind rage at the moment. She's seen her quarry escape through the chimney. She's gone down to get her new soldiers, and to her surprise, they weren't to where she had left them. She's seen them all standing, very much alive and well. What is she going to do? Or is she going to try and raise the dead again that you have already slain?
Is that a thing she can do?
Well, I take it you've heard the episode of how Axeholm came to be?
Yes.
She's going to attack Caspus. So she's going to make an attack roll on him. And that is...
Miss.
Total of 16. Ooh, I didn't realize the brown bear's AC was that low.
Yes, it's 12, I think, right?
11.
11.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
It's a big target, easy to hit.
Yeah. Let's roll for damage.
1.
Oh, cockled. Oh, cockled again. And there we go. You'll be pleased with that, because the 2 cockles were consecutive 6s. Oof. It's not a 6, I'll tell you that now. It's a total of 9 necrotic damage on Caspus. He lets out a whimper as he's down about a third of his points.
What? A third? Well, that's not
Almost
that much.
a third, yeah.
That's not that much, is it?
Yeah, he doesn't have that many hit points. That brings the Banshee's turn to an end.
Oof, damn Banshee. Let's see if we can get out this turn.
And it's over to Fabian. Is Fabian holding his action to do the same as Murkob?
Yeah. He feels a bit of budge on the portcullis. He's gonna push with all his might and then get out of there.
It's over to Fenner and Caspus. Who's going first here?
Does Caspus reach the portcullis?
I mean, Caspus is about 5 feet away from the portcullis. 10 feet, sorry, technically, but if he moves 5 feet, he'll be in front of it. It's currently being blocked by Murkob and little Fabian.
He wouldn't reach above them to try and help push it up?
The bear's reach is 5 foot only. He'd have to reach over.
He'd have to disengage.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna turn around and attack the Banshee.
What's he going with first?
His bite. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
This time it's a 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah, a total of 5 damage.
Alright. As he bites through this ethereal form. Doesn't really dig into anything of substance. But she does winch a little in pain.
He's following that with his claw attack. Don't think this will hit. It's a 13.
Oh, but it does.
Oh, yes. That's 2d6. 6 and a 1. The yin and the yang. 7 plus 4. 11 damage.
Much like the bite, the claws don't really grasp onto anything.
Is she dead, though?
No, she's definitely not dead. No. Well, she is dead, but undead. Is Caspus using any bonuses, or are we jumping over to Fenner?
Jumping over to Fenner.
Alright, so I take it Fenner's using her 15 feet of movement to get to that winch?
Yeah, and then her action to start winching that winch.
Alrighty, give me a athletics check.
With advantage, because Murkob and Fabian are pushing up at the same time?
I'll say yes.
Yeah!
I'll say yes.
Alright.
Fenner is +0 on strength.
Stronger than Shrew. That's a natural 1 and a 12, so 12 total.
The gate doesn't budge. She's trying to turn this winch, and even with Murkob and Fabian pushing up, nothing happens.
Damn it.
She's starting to panic. Oh, I'm not strong enough. It's over to Shrew.
Shrew is going to try and squeeze through that hole that leads to the winch.
For the arrow slit that you had come in once through, yes?
Yep.
Are the dwarves following you?
Stay there! Don't follow me in. I don't want a repetition of what happened in the chimney. Your bums are too rotund. They're not gonna follow. Help with the portcullis.
I'm going to ask you for an acrobatics check to squeeze in through this arrow slit before you get to Fenna.
Come on, I need this.
Acrobatics. Shrew must be dexterous, come on.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's only a 2 plus 2, I mean.
Oh dear.
No, only a plus 2.
Oh, sorry.
So, but it's not much better. It's a 9 total.
Oh, just you're squeezing through. And you can feel, quite ironically, your derriere just slightly wedged in. I'll say you managed to just squeeze through, but it's going to cost you 5 feet of movement.
They still get up to the winch, or?
No, you're painfully close, though.
Damn it.
You're just 5 feet away from it.
Can I use...
Just within reach.
Can I use my action to dash up to it?
Yes, I'll say you can use your action. You're now next to Fenna. Oh, Shrew! I thought you were gone.
Don't be preposterous. How am I going to go? The plan is to meet outside. Why are you still in here?
Well, we can't get out. Over to Dazzler and Norbus. They are rushing up to the portcullis, yeah?
Yeah, they want to, again, when it budges, try and help heave it up.
Ghost! Back over to Murkob.
Same thing. Murkop's still holding his action, still trying to push the portcullis up when he feels a bit of budge.
Then it's over to the Banshee. She's locking in on Caspus. She's sensing a potential new super soldier for her ranks here.
Damn it.
Oh dear, I'm not even going to bother adding because it's a natural 19, which definitely hits.
Roll low, roll low. How low can you go?
That's a total of 12 necrotic damage on Caspus.
That's not low at all. That's the opposite of low. That's high.
Could have been much higher. It actually wasn't that good a roll.
We need to get out of here quick. Caspus, I don't think is going to last another round.
Yeah, Caspus has probably got one hit left in him at the moment.
Ooh. It has to be now.
Will there be a third and final form like anime and manga, or is this it?
Well, I don't want to find out, really.
So it's a Fabian.
Same. He's staying there, holding his turn, to use it to try and push the portcullis up as soon as it gives a bit of way.
Alright, so we then jump to Fenna and Caspus.
Fenna.
Who's going first?
Fenna. She's going to start winching. I suppose Shrew can't help because...
No, at the moment, but I mean, you can't get more than advantage, so with
Yeah.
Fabian and...
Well, maybe the DC lowers with so many people.
Maybe.
So maybe I could... Nah, let's do it. Fenna's going to go. Try and winch it up.
Alright, roll with advantage then.
Come
It's
on.
athletics.
12 again.
It's not enough. It's not budging. She's panicking. Oh, I'm not strong enough. Shrew, help me. So to Caspus.
Caspus is dead. In a last effort to get rid of the Banshee, he's going to try and attack her again. Bite first. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to go for...
Just so that our listeners can keep track, that 6 is half down. Because she's resistant.
Then he's going to go for the slash. 24 to hit.
Ooh, again, you're rolling high today.
Yeah, but not when it's needed. Not for the
bloody
winch.
Roll for damage. 2d6 plus 4.
10 damage.
Half down to 5. Banshee's still hovering strongly in there. Doesn't seem particularly phased by these hits. It's over to Shrew, Dazzler, and Norbus.
Shrew's going to attempt to winch the winch himself.
Alright, because Fabian and Murkob have already held their action and used it to help with Fenna. Unfortunately, this moment is not going to be with advantage.
Total of 17.
Ooh. Shrew, baby. Shrew, in a moment of panic, gets a surge of strength. And the winch starts to slowly give way.
Let me out, Fenna!
It's only moved a couple of inches, but it's moving. You can sense it's going to take little more to get it open enough, but it started.
Damn it. It's a slow winch.
So Dazzler and Norbus are bracing themselves on the portcullis as well. It's a combined effort of Shrew Shrubberies, together with Dazzler and Norbus ready to push this up. The action jumps to Murkob.
Murkob looks over his shoulder, sees that Caspus is suffering, but unfortunately there's not much he can do to heal him. and he feels that maybe, just maybe, one last push is all that's needed to get out of here. So he's going to continue trying to push up to get out of here.
Okay, so over to the Banshee. She's heard the portcullis give way slightly. She remembers her last prey running away. She's going to carry on attacking Caspus? Or what is she going to do? I'm going to do a quick roll to see what she does. Alrighty. This time she's going to use a different ability. I need Caspus, Murgub, Fabian, Dazzlin, and Norbus. Shrew and Fenna have saved themselves from this. I need a wisdom, a saving throw.
So I'll roll for Norbus and Dazzling first together.
Okay.
Norbus is a total of 9 and Dazzling is a total of 13.
Alright, so Dazzlin saves. Norbus starts shaking in his boots. He's bricking it. He's terrified.
Okay.
He's frightened.
I'm gonna roll for Fabian, Murkub and Caspus now. Fabian is a total of 20.
Ooh, Fabian saves.
Murkub a total of 12.
Murgub's biceps starts trembling. His teeth start chattering. He looks really worried. He's terrified at this moment. He's scared.
Caspus is a total of 4.
Caspus starts quivering in his fur as well. He's terrified. That ends her turn, and it's now over to Fabian.
Fabian is gonna do the same. Help with the portcullis, push it up. One last big heave and try and get out of here.
Alright, that takes us over to Fenna and Caspus. Who's going first?
Fenna.
Alright, Fenna can roll with advantage. Everybody's heaving and hoeing now, well, apart from Murkub and Norbus, who are shaking. They're still trying to push, but they look like they're shit in their pants right now.
12.
Ooh, just. The portcullis starts to budge. I know, just to clarify for our listeners, because they may be confused, given that a 12 did not do anything before, but with each person that's been helping, I've been affecting the DC, and now that 12 is enough. It's about a foot off the floor now instead of a few inches. You feel the winch starting to give way. You know that one big heave-ho will finally open it. Caspus, what are you doing, baby?
He's trying to strike at this Banshee again.
Alright, so roll to attack, this time with disadvantage, as he is scared.
14 total.
14 hits.
This is a bite again. For a total of 9 damage.
That's half down to a 4.
And he's following up, as usual, with a slash. Again with disadvantage. 14 again. Yeah,
that hits. Caspus is really going mano a mano with this Banshee.
Total of 11 damage.
Alright, it's another 5 damage. Banshee's ethereal form momentarily flickers. She seems to have noticed those last 2 hits. She does not look happy.
Might as well kill her at this point.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage for Caspus, because it's the end of his turn.
5.
He remains shaken. So it's a Shrew, and then Dazzler and Norbus.
Shrew is gonna use his action to winch the winch. Advantage?
Yes.
14 total.
Shrew, having felt the winch give way with Fenna, is pushed on with expectation and belief as he puts his back into it, and together with Fenna starts spinning the winch ferociously as it starts to move more and more freely. With a groan of steel and stone, the winch gives way fully. The portcullis is open.
Alright, it's time to get out of here.
So now Fenna and Shrew, your muscles are twitching as you're holding this heavy portcullis open for your companions to get out. No, we did it, Shrew. Oh.
It was all you. I just loosened it up a bit.
Oh, like a jar of jam.
That's right, yes. But with far graver consequences if we don't get it open, other than not having your favorite snack.
So it Dazzler and Norbus.
So Norbus, being scared, frightened, is going to try and get away from the Banshee, now thinking that because the portcullis is open, it'll be much easier for her to get out, although being ethereal and everything, she could probably get out anyway.
Alright, as it moves over to Norbus, because he was scared. I mean, Shrew can't see what's going on from where he is, but because he is scared and he was terrified. As he's about to take his action and move away from the Banshee, he realizes that he's been lifted up along with the portcullis. It's a safe distance for him to drop down, but his companions have seen him be lifted with the portcullis's legs dangling.
He's gonna swing off it and run.
By run you mean dash with his action, or?
Yeah, he's probably shit scared. He's gonna get as far away as he can.
Very well. Give me a wisdom saving throw as well, as he manages to get his full 50 feet distance between him and the Banshee.
With disadvantage?
No, because he's no longer within line of sight of her, so...
Ooh. That's a natural one.
Oh, he's still shitting his pants.
No. Correction. He shat his pants.
Yeah. There's no longer the stench of death outside, but a different kind of odor.
Yeah.
What's Dazzling doing?
Dazzling is actually gonna grab Murkub, seeing that he himself is terrified, and try to drag him away.
Alright, is he doing this dashingly? Is that even a word?
We'll have to look it up, but can he? Would his action be trying to pull Murkub?
Yeah, I guess his action will be to grab him, like a grapple, I guess, and then he can move with Murkub.
Then no, he's not dashing, or whatever you said.
So he managed. I'll say it's an automatic success on the grapple. He just grabs hold of Murkub and starts pulling him away. He manages to pull the hulking frame of Murkub 10 feet away from the portcullis. He's now on the safe side of it.
Well, what Shrew knows is the safe side of it, but the Shrubberies haven't seen the Banshee try to escape or try to leave Axeholm, so...
That's correct. Now to Murkub.
Murkub is gonna scramble up, kind of knock Dazzling over and try and break the grapple, as he himself is scared and is trying to get as far away as possible from the Banshee.
Alright, give me an athletics check for Murkub, with disadvantage because he's still frightened.
That's a total of 16.
He just manages to brush off Dazzling. What are you doing, Murkub?
And he's running.
So he manages to get 30 feet away. Give me a wisdom saving throw, this time without disadvantage.
18.
Oh, now he's put some distance. Murkub is feeling more like himself again. That takes Murkub right up next to Norbus.
Okay.
He catches a whiff of something unpleasant in the air.
Probably used to it. Not saying that all orcs stink, but this one does.
Now to the Banshee.
Banshee time? Wasn't it Fabian's turn?
No. It's the Banshee first.
Oh, true.
She's gonna keep focusing on this badger in front of her. She's seen 3 of her potential prey escape, but she senses that this poor giant badger is at death's door. She's gonna give up on Fabian. She's focusing on Caspus.
Hold the door! Hold door!
I just rolled it with my eyes closed because I'm tense as can be here. And that's a natural 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Hold the door! Hold door!
Caspus is doing everything he can so that his friends can get away safely.
Oh, that hit takes Caspus to just 2 points
Hold
of
the
HP.
door!
He's looking battered,
Hold the door!
but he's still standing.
Hold door.
So it's a Fabian.
Fabian is gonna try and grab the hulking bulk that is Caspus and try and drag him out away from danger, seeing that he's at his limits.
So little Fabian, forgetting his diminutive size, grabs onto Caspus with ease as he starts sort of running towards the portcullis. He gets a rude awakening as his feet sort of move on the spot, kind of like the cartoons. Caspus isn't budging. As a full-size, ginormous badger the size of a brown bear, it's well in excess of the maximum weight that Fabian could budge.
Very well, slightly having his ego hurt, he lets go and gets out of there.
Fabian gets out of there. He's within safe range.
Good.
Just Caspus is left inside of the Banshee. It's over to Fenner and Caspus. I'm guessing Caspus is going to go first.
Yeah, Caspus is gonna go first, and he, being frightened, is gonna try and get away as far away from the Banshee as he can, but he's going to disengage if he's able to.
Yeah, that would be his action.
He's disengaging and leaving.
Caspus is now beyond the portcullis and away from the Banshee's grasp, who lets out a mournful wail as she sees another of her prey abandon her. So we now jump over to Fenna. Now Fenna and Shrew can't really see from where they are turning this winch, or rather, holding this winch up for the portcullis, but they can hear the commotion. They've heard the footsteps of all their companions now leave the area of the portcullis.
I imagine that thinking that everyone's left, she would want to double check before letting go of the portcullis. The last thing we want to do is keep anyone trapped in there after how hard it was to lift the portcullis up. So she's just gonna quickly shout, "Is everyone outside? Is everyone safe?"
Is everyone outside? Is everyone safe? She hears Fabian shouting back, "Release the portcullis!"
She does that. She lets go of the winch and tries to make her way out of the arrow slit.
Okay, give me a strength check for Shrew.
11.
As Fenna lets go, you feel the weight of the portcullis pulling on your arms. You can feel the burn in your muscles. And then your arms sort of start following with the winch as it starts going like... The portcullis slams down, shutting the entrance to this forsaken fortress. Fenna's rushing towards that arrow slit that you had initially come in from. Give me an acrobatics check for her.
That's a total of 11.
In her panic to get out, Fenna gets about halfway through the gap, and her cloak has got caught on the jagged edge of the arrow slit. She's tantalizingly close to getting out. It's over to Shrew.
Shrew's gonna let go of the winch and run up to Fenna, try and push her through.
Alright, give me a athletics check with advantage.
That's a 1, which I cannot roll, so I'll roll that one again. 14 total.
Shrew runs up and barges into the back of Fenna. Her cloak tears a little where it had been caught. Oh, watch yourself, Shrew! As she tumbles onto the other side of this arrow slit.
One sausage too many! Do I still have my action, or was that it?
That was your action. Dazzlin and Orbis, what are you doing?
They keep running. They just keep running, thinking that the Banshee will soon catch up to them, so they run further away from Axeholm.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw for Norbus.
9 total.
Oh, Norbus is still... He's running sort of like waddling as there's something in his pants as he's trying to run away.
Wow.
He's terrified. So it's a Murkob.
Murkob is also gonna run away, but he won't dash. He'll just run his full movement. Try and keep close to the others in case a Banshee attacks them.
Alright, of course he doesn't know that she can't leave yet, does he?
No.
And then it's over to the Banshee. The Banshee not being able to leave, but knowing that there's still somebody inside, moves through the wall and positions herself right next to Shrew.
Can't get rid of her.
She's gonna try and hit him. Ooh, that does not hit.
Oof. Good.
Total of 9.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's over to Fabian.
Fabian is gonna run up to where Murkob is. Hold the line there.
And then it's over to Fenna.
Fenna is gonna ready her action. Stick her hands through the slit she just came out from, and wait for Shrew. As soon as he tries to get out, she wants to help him.
Okay. Caspus.
Caspus is still scared, can't really see the Banshee, but knows the general location, so he won't get closer to Murkob or Fabian. But he's not gonna run away yet, he's just staying where he is.
Very well. It's then over to Shrew.
I'm gonna try and disengage and crawl out of this slit if I can.
Well, your action is to disengage. I'll say that you poke your head through to try and, squeeze out of this hole, which would have been your action, which you can't do, but because Fenna held her action, she's seen you, she's grabbed you. She's going to try and pull you.
Ooh, let's see.
So give me an athletics check. We'll say she's going to try and forcefully pop you out of this hole.
Total of 12. Fenna has been rolling a lot of 12s today.
Well, that 12 is just enough.
Popped.
A Shrew. It's popped through that little hole.
Thank you, Fenna. She caught up to me.
Let's get the hell out of here, Shrew.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. I use my movement to continue towards Fabian and Murkob and wait there.
So over to Dazzler and Norbus, who continue running, I guess? Or at least Norbus, who's still terrified.
Well, if they're already far enough, I think they'll stop. Obviously Norbus, who is still scared, isn't going to walk in the direction of Axeholm, but he's just going to stay there, dazzling the same, trying to comfort his dwarven brother.
Alright, give me a wisdom saving throw for Norbus. I'm going to say with advantage as Dazzlin slaps him across the face and starts shaking him.
I said comfort, not...
That is comforting. Snap out of it, Norbus!
14.
With that slap and that shake, Norbus finally snaps out of it. He's no longer scared. So it's a Murkub.
Murkub stays there until he sees all his party together again. Fenna is missing. She's still a few feet away, I imagine. He's holding his turn, though if the Banshee gets out and close to them, he wants to attack.
Alright. On that note, it's over to the Banshee. She is pissed, having seen Shrew escape her clutches yet again, and she sort of manages to get her head through this gap with her arms either side of the arrow slit. And again you see these, or rather Fenna can see, these ethereal tethers holding her to Axeholm as she starts shaking her head ferociously, her ashen hair waving around her. She starts screaming and screaming in rage. She can't leave Axeholm. Now over to Fenna. She's seeing this horrifying vision right next to her.
Fenna is going to cast Guiding Bolt as a level 4.
Oh, Fenna. Fenna, baby. Alright then, Fenna. Roll me a spell attack.
Natural 20.
Oh, Fenna. Fenna. She is pissed with this Banshee. This Banshee knocked her and her companions down. Flat out killed Caspus. She's confused at what's happened to Caspus. He's come back somehow bigger and better than before. Roll for damage. That's 7d6, Fenna.
Doubled.
Doubled.
I hope I roll high with them.
Don't roll all ones now.
Oh. That's a total of 52 damage.
What? 52 damage. That would have almost flat out killed her with a one hit.
Overkill Fenna.
How does Fenna want to see off this Banshee?
Well, Fenna was about to turn and run, but then she heard the Banshee scream and wail, and that just kind of ticked her off a bit, you know? As you said, visions of Caspus falling, her and her friends also falling, the possibility of Shrubberies having ended here flickered into her mind, and she just thought she couldn't leave this wretched evil exist anymore. What of other travelers? What of Halia's men? They surely must have been avenged too. Perhaps Shrew's plan wasn't the best one. Perhaps running away wasn't the greatest idea, and this evil should have been felled and destroyed once and for all. She quickly turns, a flash of light forming in her hands as she motions to cast a spell. Then thrusting her hands forward, lets loose of the spell. The flash of light streaks towards the Banshee, and she says,
"Shut the fuck up, bitch!" As she shouts it out, her hands start shaking and quivering. She's breathing heavier and heavier. She holds a spell longer than she normally would. This Banshee gets hit straight in the center of her forehead. It gets enveloped by this radiant light which consumes her, lets out an explosion out of this pure rage that Fenna has conjured from the weave, crumbling the arrow slit from which she was poking her head from, which comes crashing down with a roar. The Banshee is no more.
Well, yes, that's another way of doing it, I suppose, yes.
Fenna turns her head over her shoulder, looks towards Shrew, who notices that her eyes are glowing with a white, radiant light. She looks pissed.
Yeah, Shrew is not going to say anything else right now.
Fenna suddenly drops to both her knees, starts breathing heavily, her hands holding her up. She starts breathing heavier and heavier. She starts looking at her hands, amazed at this new power.
We all rush up to her. Fenna! That was incredible. if I knew you'd had this kind of power, I would have sent you up the mountain by yourself. You could fell 2 dragons, let alone 1.
She sort of shakes her head. We made it.
Yes,
We made it.
yes, thanks to my idea, of course, yes. And to all of you. This was a joint effort, and yes, indeed.
We almost died.
What do you mean?
What the hell happened to Caspers? What the...
What? Oh, is that Caspers? I hadn't...
It's a badger. It's Caspers.
Yes, well, I didn't really... I wasn't thinking, of course. Has he been eating more than he should, Fenna?
I don't know. He died.
He died? What do you mean he died? Is he a ghost now? And I start poking Caspers.
He feels very fluffy and soft to you.
No, he's fluffy and soft. What are you saying he died?
He was downed, and then Fabian was running off with him on his shoulders, and he slipped away. He died, and then all of a sudden he just kept growing.
Have you spoken to him? No. Is he the same Caspers?
His voice was the same. What is that god-awful smell?
Well, now that you say it, yes. It wasn't here before. It's like a lingering smell. I don't know. Anyway, it's probably the decay from Axeholm.
Ah, yes, the decay. Give me a perception check for Shrew.
21.
Shrew notices that Norbus looks a little sheepish, and the stench seems to be coming from him.
Orbus, are you okay?
Ah, yes, been better.
Well, yes. Anyway, it's probably the decay. Yes, the decay from Axeholm. Are we all okay then?
I think so.
I think we need a short rest after this.
By the way, that was a shit plan, Shrew. We should have stuck together.
Well, you can't say it was shit when it worked. Let's just... We're all alive. We're
Worked
all...
by your whisker.
Well, but it worked. Okay, so...
And I'm still your size. This is ridiculous.
Well,
Well, when's this going to stop working?
I don't know. Maybe you need to hold your breath for 2 minutes until you're blue in the face, and then maybe it tends to work with magic.
Not trying any more of your made-up remedies, Shrew.
Fair enough.
Let's get the hell out of Axeholm.
Yes, well, we are already out. We should rest, but perhaps you don't want to hear this, but I saw something fall from the sky.
I thought you were going to say you saw something in there. I'm not going back in there.
Well, that too.
What?
Yes.
What are you talking about, Shrew? Going back in there?
No. We can discuss this later. There is a chest there, with the emblem of Elkijoma's brother. It seems that perhaps the ring you have, Fabian, could unlock it. Now, you know that we need all the help we can to kill a dragon, no less.
You're proposing to go back in there?
Well.
There's still... God knows what else in there.
Well, the Banshee's dead, thanks to Fenna, and if we have a little rest, I could wild shape again. I wild shape in, I grab whatever's inside the chest, and I wild shape out. As a bat, of course. It'll be easy, it'll be quick. Nothing will happen.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're going to go back
Now. I understand my lost plan perhaps had its hiccups.
Shrew, you're suggesting to go back in there again?
No.
We're splitting up again. We've got Dazzler and Norbus. We came for them. We've barely got out with our lives.
Are you saying I'm getting greedy? What if whatever's in there will help us kill the dragon? Think about that.
What if it's a trap?
What do you mean, a trap?
A trap chest.
Well, I'll check for traps, of course, like every good adventurer does. Trust me, when have I failed you? Now, before that, though, I saw a very curious creature fall from the sky, yes.
Shrew notices that Fabian rolls his eyes when he says, when have I ever failed you? He's made no attempt to hide it.
I expected it and quickly ignore it. Moving on to the next subject at hand. At first, I thought it was a dragon. But no, I think it was a bird. Big bird.
How big are we talking?
Bigger than you.
Well, it's not particularly difficult given my current predicament.
More or less the size of Caspers, as he is now.
Is that something else we're going to have to fight and run away from?
I don't know, but it did fall from very high up. It was struck by lightning, and it seems like it needs our help. Not to mention that I want to get a close look at it. Remember, I'm a druid. If I can turn into a big bird, that would surely aid us at some point.
What's the plan then?
Well, let's look for this unfortunate creature. Let's see if I can talk to him. You don't have to get close if you don't want to. I'll go by myself slowly. No, it's a touchy subject.
You want to do this before resting and getting your powers back?
Yes. What if it needs help? What if it's dying? It fell from far up. It might need our help urgently. Well, I'm a druid, I'll have you know, and I'm here to protect the wilds, to protect the creatures of these areas. I can't turn my back in a creature in need. No, not at all. Especially a natural creature.
Are you sure this was natural?
Well, it's a bird.
It wasn't one of those things like Zud does, was it?
No, I'm sure of it. Let's get closer, let's sneak up. We don't have to do this. I mean, unless you all want to rest a bit. I understand. Perhaps you've been through a lot more than I have, by the sound of it. I just worry.
How far is it?
Not sure how far, but it's past the frozen guys there. The unfortunate souls. Anyway, I'll head over. If you don't want to come, you don't have to. I'll go slowly and just want to take a look. If it looks fine and doesn't need help, leave it alone and I'll come back. If it needs help, I'll let you know. And we take it from there. What do you think?
I think we should stick together.
You're coming then?
I don't see what choice we have. I'm not letting you go alone again.
Are you all okay?
I guess. Let's go look for this bird then.
Alright, let's go. I kind of start heading in the direction that I think the bird might have fallen.
Alright, give me a survival check with advantage.
22 total.
So Shrubberies venture through the rugged terrain at the foot of the Sword Mountains. After a little while, Shrew starts to recognize some of this land as that he had seen from the cliffs above. And sure enough, after a little while, you come across a striking and forlorn sight. For nestled in a shallow, rocky crevice, you discover an injured giant eagle. Its massive wings spread wide, its feathers gleaming like polished bronze. It lies there, clearly in pain, an expression of stoic determination, though, which contrasts with its dire condition. And that's what we're going to call a session.
Yee, damn it. Almost got to talk to him. Or her.
Yeah, almost. I know Druid Shrew is desperate for that.
I still got spells, enough spells to cast. Speak with animals. So
I guess worst case you could also do it as a ritual, I guess.
I think you can, yeah. I think you can.
But yeah, we finally got out of Axeholm, although Shrew has just informed us, the listeners, and his party that he intends to go back in.
Yeah, there's a chest there that we need to open. I'm curious.
Will curiosity kill the Shrew?
No, surely not. Surely not.
But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been great to have both of us back in the studio again after a couple of weeks of failing our constitution saves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want to hear us talk more about the episodes we play, why not head on over to www.i2td.com, follow our links to our Buy Me a Coffee page, where in exchange for joining one of our membership tiers, you get access to bonus podcast episodes, which are bite-sized, like a little aperitif.
A snack, if you will.
Tasty morsel, where we usually go over the sessions we have just played. And whilst you're over there, why not buy us a coffee, or rather a potion, which will appear in game, or even a item, spell scroll, or weapon
from our shop. The weapons are sold out though.
Ooh.
Yeah, thanks to Anthony again for that.
But yeah, there's a few things there if you want to be a part of the story we tell and influence the adventures we play.
But if you can't donate or you can't become a member, worry not, because you can still help us tremendously by subscribing to us on YouTube, following us on Twitter, joining our Discord, and most importantly, liking us on the podcast player of your choice, or rating us. Maybe leave a review, you know, that kind of cool stuff, and we are extremely grateful for that, so thank you very much.
And that brings us on to the end of the episode club, the last one standing. You know what to do by now. This is episode 66. We give you a password. You use it in a witty or funny or whatever kind of comment you want. And you can enter our weekly competition to become the Guido Masvrada.
In Discord, we have a section where we post the winner and then award him or her the title of El Guido Masvradar. What is this week's password, Nick?
Today's password is heavy shit. Because it's been a heavy episode and that poor incident with Norbus.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I'm not entirely sure if that's a saying away from where we are. I've got a feeling it is. I think it harks back to Cheech and Chong.
Oh, really?
That's some heavy shit, man.
Oh, yeah, then it must be.
I think it comes from that. But yeah, heavy shit, because shit got heavy and real. And, Norbus. The less I say, the better.
Yeah, Norbus. Norbus's incident. Anyway, you know what to do. Use it. Do not abuse it. And make us laugh or whatever. We said what we said before. Without further ado, do. See what I did there? Without further ado, we bid you farewell. And we'll catch you next time as we delve into the dungeon.
Snap out of it, Norbus!
14. That was not a sound effect added to post.
I followed.
Yeah, that wasn't a sound effect added post recording. That was Nick taking one for the team and driving the realism home and slapping his own face.
Yeah, I've overdone it. I've actually taken my breath away.
I wish he would have been here to see it. It was both gracious and ridiculous.
Oh.